Hello there, AfterMathGaming. This is Punchface here with Record of Agarest War 0, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about this fantastic tactical anime game. This game is basically like Final Fantasy Tactics, very tactical oriented, and I'm going to show you off some of the gameplay here real fast, and some of the other additions to this game. This is actually a prequel to Record of Agarest War, which was released in 2010. This came out about 4 months ago, I like to say, and I have been enjoying it a lot. It doesn't really bring that much things new to the table, but it's still pretty fun. And as you can see here, it's a grid-based tactical game, just like in the other one. And each character has a grid they move on. And also each character, you see those little boxes on the screen there? If another teammate gets in that box, you can do a thing called, well, I don't really know what it's called, but you can basically connect attacks together and do combination attacks, which is pretty cool. I guess that would be pretty new to things. Let me just show that off real fast. It's the double edge. Like, select the skill, then go to somebody else who has that skill, and you see down there quadruple attack, and you push start to initiate the attack, and it does that, which I'm pretty overpowered right now because I have really good items, but you can do this with any character if you know how to use their special attacks. Also, you can overkill an enemy to get items such as healing items and accessories and stuff. Hold on, let me just show off another ability here called mugging, by combining trick hit and steal. And you can also push B to skip these attacks, which is quite nice because I hate sitting through long drawn out attacks. Well, that was actually a different move I didn't expect to do. I actually discovered a new move while doing this. That's kind of cool. But see, they drop items, and when you overkill an item, you get, or an enemy, you get another item. And also stole from that enemy too while attacking it with steal. There's also a thing called auto battle if you look up there at the top left, but I wouldn't recommend using it because the computer kind of likes to not use things right, I guess I should say. And I probably shouldn't have picked one of these more annoying monsters to battle because they kind of go up there in the corner. But this game is for Xbox 360 and PS3. I don't know if there's any distinct differences between the two, but I just know I should also point out that they did not dub this game. So if you're one of those people who like JRPGs, this would probably be a good choice for you, especially if like RTS games. If you'd call this an RTS, which I categorize these as RTS. But I'll show something pretty cool here in a moment if I can defeat these stupid monsters here. And I would not call this game very challenging. It's pretty good for a if you want to start out for RTS or tactical fighter kind of games, because the difficulty is not too bad. It's a pretty level game as far as difficulty goes. Some monsters are kind of overpowered at times, and they kind of like to drag out the battle a bit. I'm going to show off another move here. Broken hit. And overkill. Also, if you notice that thing, this is break. Certain attacks bring down an enemy's little meter. I'll show it off in a second. If you look at, hold on. Pay attention to the enemy's health. And see that little green bar that's going down, all the way down? Once that bar goes all the way down, you will get something called break. And break is basically, it makes the enemies more vulnerable to your attacks. Here's the experience screen. For each battle you do, you get a rank, and for each rank you get more points, more gold, and hey, actually level up. Level up screen, of course, very basic. Use points. Each slot takes a certain amount of points, like 5, 4, 3, and 2, and the more you use, the more you put in that slot, the more it costs. Let's see if I can, yeah, see right there? If I were to put all those points in that one slot, it'd bring it up to 4 next time I want to increase anything. But I'm going to just do some vitality here and some intelligence. And I'm going to show off probably one of my favorite parts of this game. After this loading screen, which loading screens in this game aren't too bad. They're not what I would call the shortest, but you know, whoops. I think I'm gonna take a look at the shop. And this is not very a unique thing, but this is a thing called Monster Guild. And what you can do is you can go into battle and capture monsters. And you can also combine monsters to make a really good monster, or trade the monster in for like smithing materials or anything like that. And item shop is the item shop. Blacksmith, you can enhance an item, which costs for good items it costs a lot. For okay items it costs not too much. You can also enhance armor, accessories, and abilities. And you can also smith things. I think I'll just do that real fast. And when you smith something, you have a chance of making another item, which I did not do there. Let's see, then the infirmary. Once your character dies, and on the field they turn to a crystal, and after a certain amount of turns that crystal will go away. And after that happens, you kind of get screwed, and you have to come here to heal your person. And this, you basically need a forbidden talisman thing, and it'll increase your stats and stuff. And here is the fortune teller. A very unique part of this game is that you have here, let me go back here. You have just about every main character girl in this game you can have a relationship with. This game, I guess you'd consider it a dating sim / RTS kind of game, but it's more than that. Let's see if I can go to is it in here? I forget. Affection, here you go. And depending on what you do in the game, each character has a little bar there, and depending on your choices will either make the girl like you or dislike you. And you're probably thinking, why do you care? Well, depending on what girl you pick is depending on what your kid will look like. Another you need to think about Record of Agarest War series is there are things called generations, which at the end of each generation you pick a girl, and when you pick that girl, your character changes. Your stats will change and the looks will change, which I thought was pretty cool. As you can see right now, I'm kind of going for these two right now, and her, but her bar's a little low there. And I should probably show off the equipment and stuff. Here's I actually got this through DLC, which if you want a challenge, don't buy the DLC, except for like money and stuff, because the DLC items are kind of overpowered. I'm kind of doing this for my Let's Play, so yeah, I'm kind of not trying to make the battles drawn out, but let me go to this event here. Events are our main plot story, usually. And I'm not going to read this off, but just pay attention to the characters themselves, like mouth movement and eye movement and all that kind of stuff. If it'll show it here in a second. Here we go. If you look over there to the right, you can see the character is kind of moving, and it's not really three-dimensional. Alright, here, let me show it here. As you can see, well, as you can see also, they still use the sprite system, which is pretty outdated, but for these kind of games it works out pretty well. And you can also look at their mouths and when they talk. The voice acting in this is pretty good for Japanese. I don't know Japanese, but at least they put the time to make the, you know, Japanese words English, which they do pretty good at translating in this game. And there's Eugene, my favorite character. But you also see their heads kind of move a little bit left and right, and it kind of gives you the illusion of it being in 3D, or not 3D, but computer generated 3D. You know. Let's see if I can give off a little point here. And see, she kind of smiled and blushed and stuff. They do a pretty good job at showing emotion on the characters' faces. There's the main character there. This is a little bit later in the game. But you can see the characters breathing and stuff, and not many games do that. Especially the sequel to this one. It kind of they don't move or anything. They kind of blink every now and again. But